U.S. House Speaker McCarthy meets President Tsai Ing-wen. ChatGPT has great potential to improve cancer prevention and screening. ChatGPT. Was your degree really worth it? More evidence that animals reduce childhood allergies. Pfizer and Merck trim prices in China for Paxlovid and Molnupiravir. Walmart 65% of stores to be automation serviced by 2026. Trump charged with 34 felony counts. Finland joins NATO in historic shift.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on Funday News. It's Thursday, April 6th, and here are your top stories. U.S. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy hosted a meeting at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library in Simi Valley, California on Wednesday with Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen. In the meantime, Taiwan's defense ministry said the Chinese carrier Shandong-led group passed through the Baishi Channel, separating Taiwan from the Philippines, and then into waters to Taiwan's southeast. The ministry said Taiwanese naval and air forces and land-based radar systems closely monitor them.
Taiwan's government says that as the People's Republic of China has never ruled the island, it has no right to claim sovereignty over it or speak for or represent it on the world stage, and that only Taiwan's people can decide their future. Taiwan's official name continues to be the Republic of China, though these days the government often stylizes it as the Republic of China, Taiwan. Taiwan's government says that the Republic of China is a sovereign country and it has a right to state-to-state ties.
Researchers at the University of Maryland School of Medicine found the AI model fare quite well and could be helpful in spreading awareness about breast cancer symptoms and screening recommendations. They assessed the appropriateness of ChatGPT's responses to 25 common questions about breast cancer prevention and screening, and they found ChatGPT answered questions correctly about 88% of the time, though at times the information provided was inaccurate or even fictitious.
The researchers found it also has the added benefit of summarizing information into an easily digestible form for consumers to easily understand. For their study, in February 2023, they submitted each question to ChatGPT 3 times to see which responses were generated. The chatbot is indeed known for varying its answer each time. 3 breast radiologists then evaluated these responses and found that they were appropriate for 22 out of the 25 questions.
A poll published by the Wall Street Journal on March 31st suggests a crisis of confidence in higher education has worsened. 56% of Americans now believe a degree is no longer worth the time and money spent on it, but the economists found in most places, for most learners, the financial returns to higher education remain extremely strong. Choosing the right subject is crucial to boosting earning power. By far the best earning degrees in America are in engineering, computer science, and business.
The Economist said in the 1970s, an American with a university education was earning on average 35% more than a high school graduate. By 2021, that advantage had risen to 66%. But on average, people who enroll in America's public universities get a better return over their lifetimes than students who go to its more prestigious private nonprofit ones. It also goes without saying that graduates in public service are bound to earn less than those on Wall Street.
According to a study by Okabe Hisao of Fukushima Medical University and his colleagues, which just published their results in PLOS ONE, children in households with dogs had lower rates than average of allergies to eggs, milk, and nuts. Those cohabiting with cats seemed more tolerant of eggs, wheat, and soybeans. However, children whose parents kept turtles appeared unaffected. And curiously, those exposed to hamsters appear more likely than average to be allergic to nuts.
What exactly all this means is unclear. Possibly, it is the time around birth itself which is the crucial factor, for this is when it is believed that the bulk of a child's gut flora is established. The researchers found that pet-owning households are more likely to live in the countryside, with its other sources of immune system stimulating factors. In 1989, Dr. David Strawn suggested that the rise of allergenic sensitivity in rich countries' children might be linked to being no longer routinely exposed to farm animals.
Time on my own, I never thought I'd be here.
I take your blessings with your heartaches too. It's so easy and so wonderful to know it's you.
学习，一切从今天开始。Funday 英语。
China's financial news outlet Tsai reported that Pfizer cut the price of Paxlovid by about 100 yuan or $14.54 to 1,790 yuan per box of 30 pills, while Merck trimmed the price of a 40-capsule bottle of its oral treatment Molnupiravir by 74 yuan to 1,426 yuan in China. The treatments are meant for high-risk people with mild to moderate symptoms of COVID-19. Jiangsu authorities published the pricing information on Friday, and the new prices took effect from Saturday.
Local media reported Paxlovid was among the most sought-after remedies during the height of China's infection wave, with boxes of the treatment changing hands for as much as 50,000 yuan via underground channels. Previously, under a temporary policy China enacted for COVID-19 treatments, insured patients only needed to pay 10% of the price for Paxlovid and Merck. That policy expired on March 31st, meaning they now need to pay full price.
Walmart Inc. on Tuesday said it expects about 65% of its stores to be serviced by automation by the end of its fiscal year 2026. The announcement comes as Walmart increasingly uses its huge stores to handle online order deliveries and invests heavily in automation to speed up order processing at its e-commerce fulfillment facilities. The company said the moves would reduce the need for lower-paid roles.
Walmart is the country's biggest private employer, with about 1.7 million U.S. workers and another 60,000 abroad. The company said about 55% of packages that it processes through its fulfillment centers will be moved through automated facilities by January 2026, improving unit cost averages by about 20%. Walmart has invested billions of dollars in technology for its online order facilities to help cut the number of steps it takes for employees to process e-commerce orders down to 5 from 12.
Former U.S. President Donald Trump was charged on Tuesday with 34 felony counts of falsifying business records in a historic case over allegations he orchestrated hush money payments to two women before the 2016 U.S. election to suppress publication of their sexual encounters with him. Prosecutors in Manhattan accused Trump, the first sitting or former U.S. president to face criminal charges, of trying to conceal a violation of election laws during his successful 2016 campaign.
Prosecutor Chris Conroy said, the defendant Donald J. Trump falsified New York business records in order to conceal an illegal conspiracy to undermine the integrity of the 2016 presidential election and other violations of election laws. Trump said nothing when he left roughly an hour later. Justice Juan Merchan set the next hearing for December 4th. Legal experts said a trial may not even get underway for a year. An indictment or even a conviction will not legally prevent Trump from running for president.
Finland formally joined NATO on Tuesday, its flag unfurling outside the military bloc's Brussels headquarters in a historic policy shift brought on by Russia's invasion of Ukraine that drew a threat from Moscow of countermeasures. Finnish President Sauli Niinistö said Finland's most significant contribution to NATO's common deterrence and defense would be to defend its own territory. The Kremlin said Russia would be forced to take countermeasures.
Russia said on Monday it would strengthen its military capacity in its west and northwest in response to Finland joining NATO. The invasion of Ukraine in February 2022 prompted Finns to seek security under NATO's Collective Defense Pact, which states that an attack on one member is an attack on all. Finland and its neighbor Sweden applied together last year to join NATO, but Sweden's application has been held up by NATO members Turkey and Hungary.
Let's take a look at today's words from the news. Was your degree really worth it? Number 1, return, 回报, 利润, a high rate of return on capital. Number 2, enroll in something, 等于 sign up for something 或 register for something, 报名注册某课程. At 33, he enrolled in a glassmaking degree course at London's Royal College of Art. Number 3, prestigious, 有声望的, 声誉高的. It's one of the best equipped and most prestigious schools in the country. Number 4, be bound to do something, 等于 be sure to do something, 一定会. Study hard or you will be bound to fail final examination. 努力学习吧，不然期末考试你肯定不及格. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune into our show every day and you can click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm Johnny Wu, your host. I'll see you next time.